back to my channel. My name is Paula, and for those that don't know, this channel is basically going to be my VSG weight loss journey slash let's get healthy channel. Sorry, I went blank. So my first video did go up. It's kind of giving you a runaround of who I am and what this channel really is about. But this channel, sorry guys, but this video is actually going to be chapter 1, and I'm just going to name them chapters because they are chapters of my life, of what I have to do to get through to be able to get this surgery. I haven't had my surgery yet, so I'm just going to give you the runaround of what they told me I have to do for the surgery. So let's get to it. Alright guys, welcome back. For those of y'all that are back, like I did mention, this is chapter number 1. So I gave you kind of a rundown of what my channel was, like I mentioned in my intro for the last video. So this video is just gonna kind of get you started into my pathway, because that's what they called it at my hospital. So I'm getting my surgery, hopefully, if I decide to go through it, at Madigan Medical Army Center, and that is located at Fort Lewis. So for any of you guys that are located in Washington or getting PCS to Washington and want to go through the process of getting bariatric surgery, this is pretty much what you're gonna have to do to be able to get it. So I know that some hospitals or surgeons, they just require you to go to an orientation. After that, you go see your surgeon and you have your surgery, and then voila. Well, here it's not like that. So I got referred through my gynecologist. I have PCOS and I also have a fatty liver. So she did recommend that maybe this would be a tool, because once again, guys, this is a tool. I don't know how many people I've heard say you took the easy way out. And once I start going into how lengthy this program is, you will see it's not the easy way out. Surgery isn't going to the gym. This surgery is not eating better. This surgery isn't taking the vitamins. This surgery isn't changing your lifestyle. This is just a tool, just like if you were using a tracker to see how many steps you're taking, just to see how much. It's just a tool. It's not a solution. It's not like you wake up skinny one day and you're skinny for the rest of your life. No, you have to. Let me say it again. You have to put in the work. You can't just wake up and say, I'm getting this surgery and I'm going to be skinny for the rest of my life. No, because there is people that have to go through and who do get the sleeve, that end up having to go in and get it revised, or, for some reason, or there's people that do end up, a year later, they give up and they start gaining weight, or they're at a standstill and they don't lose the amount of weight that they could have lost if they didn't continue doing what they told them to do. So this pathway is kind of like getting you, sorry guys, I have my window open, not my window, but my blinds open, so yeah. But this pathway is getting you ready for that. This pathway is going to show you what you need to do, the steps that you need to take to be able to get to your new lifestyle, because it is going to be a new lifestyle. It's a new journey. But yeah, so I got referred and I was very skeptical about it. I was kind of just like, I was one of those people that were like, oh, it's the easy way out. People are going to think that I'm just, I don't want to put in the work. And it's not like that. I am doing this for my health. I'm doing it because I don't want to end up with liver failure. I don't want to end up with type 3 diabetes. I don't want to end up with all these issues. So yeah, this is why I'm doing it. But so she referred me, and a week later, I got a phone call and it was my general surgery, and they were like, you have been referred to us for the bariatric pathway, and you have orientation on November, I can't remember what day it was. I think it was like, hold on, give me a second, guys. I'll tell you exactly what day it was. I had the seminar, it's a seminar, was November 7th. So they were like, you have or a seminar November 7th, and we only have them once a month. So if I would have missed November 7th, I would have had to wait till December 7th. They only do one a month. So I was like, okay, I guess I can give it a try. I was kind of like, I don't know, but I was up to hear what they had to say. So I said yes. They called me in October. It was right before Halloween. So I want to say it was like October 28th, and they were like, you have it November 7th. So I showed up November 7th to general surgery, which is on our 3rd floor, and they were just kind of, sorry guys, I'm pulling my own hair. They were just kind of like, okay, if you're here for the seminar, just sit down. So they sat us down, and then we were moved to an auditorium that's in the medical mall here in Fort Lewis, and one of the general surgeons was the one that gave the talk. So at that talk, at that seminar, I met my counselor, and I met one of the surgeons that does the surgeries. And they also gave us this folder. As you guys can see, it is empty because to me, I'm a very organized person. I don't know if I have OCD or not, but I'm very organized. I need to have things a certain way. So this wasn't gonna cut it for me. So what I went ahead and did was I got a binder, and it's not a pocket binder. It's just a regular binder with no pockets. And all the information that they gave me, I have been putting in here. So through my videos, you guys will see me go back to my binder, and it says, keep it together. So to me, it was just a perfect thing because you do have to keep it together. It's a lot of things that you go through. So I just thought it was kind of neat. So I actually put everything in here, but the very first thing that they did tell us to pull out was this welcome letter. And I'll just give you a gist of what the welcome letter says. It just says, welcome to the bariatric surgery orientation. Attached is the Madigan Bariatric Surgery Referral Checklist. Completion of the checklist is required for all patients wishing to pursue the bariatric surgery at Madigan Army Medical Center. So there's no way around this. You cannot have the surgery at Madigan without going through the steps. Also, it says note, you do have to attend a support group. It is required a minimum of once monthly beginning this month until surgery of all patients assigned to Madigan Army Medical Center. This is part of your treatment plan. Failure to attend may result in removal of the pathway. So they did have us go to, I went to my first support group. It was on the 19th of November, I believe. And those are required. So until I get assigned a date for my surgery, I will have to go at least once a month. You are not allowed to miss any. If you miss more than one and you don't reschedule it for that month, you do get kicked out of the program. It's just that simple. If you miss any of the other appointments that aren't, and you don't reschedule them, you do get kicked out. Another thing they did mention here at Madigan was if you were a smoker, you had to be at least 6 months clean. There could not be nicotine in your system, and they do a nicotine test. So I'll go into that one more in a different chapter, because I did mention, I'm going through chapters. So this chapter is actually just about the orientation. So besides giving us that, they also gave us a not a notebook. It's kind of like an informatory book that has, give me just a second, guys. Okay, guys, so they did also give us this pamphlet book, and it's called Madigan Army Medical Center Bariatric Surgery Clinic Patient Guide to the Surgery. So this book has everything, and when I mean everything, I mean everything that you could need to know about the surgery besides your surgery date. Everything is in here, from preparing for surgery, the day of surgery, recovering, dumping syndrome, what to eat, kidney stone preventions. I literally mean everything that you could need is in this book. And they do require you to look into it and read it, which I have already. But besides that, they gave us the blue folder that I showed you. And then if you've seen my first video, you saw that there was a picture that I posted, and I'll go ahead and post it here again. That picture was also one of the slides that they showed, and they just gave you an example of all the things that could be wrong with your body and the after effect of the surgery, of how much this surgery repairs it. There's people that can go from diabetes 1 and 2, I think, and end up not ever needing medicine again. My liver issue is on there. It says that if I have a fatty liver due to anything besides alcohol intake, it can repair itself up to 98%, which I was like, oh my gosh. Things like headaches were on there, things like my PCOS. A lot of people who are overweight like me sometimes have a little bit more of a hard time to be able to get pregnant. That was also on there. Just, joint issues, anything you can think of was on there. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is so different. And it also started you with the life change. And like it did mention, it came with a checklist. And that checklist is they either call it the checklist or they call it your patient passport, your surgery passport. And it has, like you can see, it's all the highlighted stuff, means I've already went through this class, but it has all the stuff that you're gonna have to do to be able to get the surgery. These are all the classes, meetings, appointments you have to do before you get the surgery. And for instance, the very first thing, it says seminar, and then it says it has required, and then it has completed, which you put the completed date here. That day of the seminar, they do have you set up in a one-on-one consultation with your counselor. So I met my counselor that day. She set up an appointment, and I'll go into that like I mentioned in another video. But that was a very informative seminar to me. If you really pay attention and you're really there for it, to me it had all the information that I needed to know whether I wanted to do this or not. But that was pretty much what the seminar was about, telling you the different surgeries that there are. I mean, I think there's like 4 different surgeries you could have. You could have the, sorry guys, it's trash day, so they're bringing in their trash cans back. You could have the sleeve, you could have the bypass, there's a Y angle, I'll tell you exactly, because it's in here. So there's the gastric sleeve, which is this one. And then there's the Ruix Y gastric bypass, which is, I think, one of the fairer, newer ones. There's the Bilopenzer, well, I can't even say this, which is like the duodenal switch, which is also one of the newer ones. But for this one, I believe you have to have a certain body BMI. So, and then, no. It's the stomach intestinal bypass surgery. So I got them mixed up, I'm sorry. So the bypass one is the regular bypass one, and then there's this one that I couldn't pronounce, which I told you was fairly new. But then there's this one also, which is like a combination of the sleeve and the bypass. But for both of those, like this one, it states here your BMI has to be higher than 50 for you to even be considered for this. And of course, it's the gastric band, but Medical Army Center of Fort Lewis does not perform. And they did mention there's a lot of places that don't perform that one anymore because there were so many complications and so many issues with the band. But that's pretty much what that one was about. I also want to give you guys an idea of what I look like now. I mentioned in my first video, I was already on the process of losing weight. I started at 253. I had an appointment with my doctor the other day, and I'm at 239 now. I know. I'm so proud of myself, but yeah, guys, I am still, working on myself to lose weight. I'm trying to lose as much weight as I can before my surgery and before I have to start the liquid diet and all these other things that you have to do. So, I'm still working on myself. I'm still trying to better myself because, like I mentioned, this is a tool. And I'll put it in big words here. A tool. This is a tool. It's not magic. So I'm putting in my work. But I am going to go ahead and show you guys what I look like really quick. And then I did mention I was going to show you guys what I look like. So this is what I look like pre-surgery. I'm not going to hold anything in. This is what I look like now. Like I did mention, I was a little bit heavier. I have, look at all that fat, more before. But yeah, guys, so keep watching for this journey. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. That's gonna be it, guys. Until next time, I will be posting on Mondays, every Monday, I hope, until the day of my surgery. And then from there on, I'll do pre's. I am by myself now, so I don't know how I'm gonna be able to record the day of surgery, but I'll figure it out. But yeah, guys, if you guys need any support, if you need any advice, if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, if you've gone through this, comment down below. Let me know how you feel about it. But thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna put my name right here. It's Getting Fit with Paula. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching.